Welcome back to Equisetum Gaming and our Poor Man's playthrough, Red Dead Redemption 2. Picking up sort of where we left off. Wrong key. We wanted to zoom out. There we are. And we are near Gaptooth Ridge. Gaptooth Ridge, Gaptooth Ridge. And we have Teak with us. Last episode we cleared out the old mining camp of Lobos at the end of the episode. Now it looks like it's getting on towards dark. So... Going to do a little bit of exploring. Yes, I know. I was playing a little bit of story mode on my own. Not this save, but I think it was originally my... It wasn't the low honor playthrough, I think it was the playthrough before that. That's the one that, that epilogue is from, that save file for starting the epilogue at least. And hopefully... I didn't reboot my computer, and I maybe should have because... It's been hot and I've been running it hard lately, and so hopefully we won't get a lot of stuttering or anything like that in the gameplay today in the video. But just sort of a heads up that that could be an issue, and I apologize, but it has just been miserably hot where I'm at. Western Pennsylvania. We have hot summers. Not like Texas hot or Florida hot. But we have this combination of heat and humidity that is just miserable. And we're gonna start out taking out some more. Hi. Hey, come on. This isn't fair that you can see me and I can't see you. Shooting my horse. I don't know. That was cool. But shooting my horse. What? Actually, I think that guy's just a passerby. Do we have any open horse medicine? That was open horse medicine. Sorry, girl.
There, girl.
Sorry, Eek. Put the guns away, John.
Calm yourself.
Sorry about that, too. To adjust the chair. We have any... Yeah, that's what I want. There we go. Now we have a bunch of stuff to loot. And maybe we'll make a visit to Emerald Ranch later in this episode, but I think while we're out this way, there's not too much activity in the area. We might try hunting the last of the legendary cats. Because we definitely need to do that sort of work. Is this guy right here? Alright. We have lots of bodies to loot. That's always fun. And we'll also need to head over to Tumbleweed and switch horses. And I also want to go back down into the basement, but I was a little afraid that if I went down there before I finished looting all of these bodies up here, they might disappear on me. Really not as much of a thing in story mode as it is online, but at least online, once kills have gone beyond like render distance, they disappear on you. And it's very frustrating. Where is this other body? Is that the one up on the roof? Maybe? Okay. This is one of the very few times that I've actually wanted to use the lantern in this game. But I remember the first time I did a shootout here ever, like when I was playing Red Dead 2. I ended up killing a guy that his body ended up like between the hay bales and these buckets here, and it would not stop twitching, and it was just it was just one of the most amusing glitches that I have ever seen, because not only would the twitching like cause the body to move, but it was also making like the water in the bucket to move, and usually those things are pretty stationary as far as you know, whether you can interact with them in games or not. Am I gonna be able to get up there from down here? That's the question. Yes, okay. Last Lobo. Throw the body off the roof in case somebody ever wants to buy this place and fix it up. Now they don't have a rotting corpse on the roof that they can't get to. I am being very considerate to an imaginary real estate agent that doesn't actually exist in this game. Alright. Get the butt off of our jacket. put our lantern away. We shouldn't need it down here because there is light on down here. Can't take the Gorma rum, but we can definitely take the money. 27.50, 13.99, 28 cents, another 27.50, another 27.50, another 27.50, 12.70. No, I don't want the 27.50. Another 28 cents. Another 27.50. Damn. Eagle Eye. Okay. There's some pirate rum over here, and that looks to be it. You know, I wish somebody would come out with a good quality pirate game. That is single player. And I mean, there's a number of pirate games
okay,
out
girl?
there, but I just feel like all of them sort of fall short of what they could be. And it's kind of disappointing, you know? Like, I would love if there would be an actual historic pirate game. Can I loot the pockets, Coyote? You can continue eating his face, but I just want the nice ring from his pocket, because you don't need to wear that, Coyote. But, I mean, like a pirate game that would be the equivalent of Red Dead 2 or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What other good historic games are out there? I don't know. But I mean, like something that feels authentic, and I mean not Assassin's Creed Black Flag, although I haven't. It's on my wish list. I did wish list it to check it out. But I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale because I don't feel like supporting the current iteration of Ubisoft. Just because I don't believe in rewarding subpar work, and that's what they've been putting out lately. Yeah, they've completely driven away their teams that, that's the electric lantern. I was wondering why it was so bright. What do we want? Is our backup weapon? Express. Yeah. Things that'll work. And that's if we can actually hunt this cat. I should probably use the bow though, because that's what I've had the most luck with.
Saddle.
Okay. I can leave Teak here. Make sure my oars are perfect.
Okay.
Cat scat.
We gotta wait. Yep.
Alright, let's track this cougar. And if you don't know the story behind this cougar, at least with me,
Well, you're not here.
it's sort of a 50-50 shot anymore on whether I kill it or it kills me on the first try. So, we will find out what happens this time around. Carcass? That is a tiny deer.
Close.
Just have to be ready. Damn it. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, half the time when I come over that ridge, he is like waiting right here and ambushes me. So I do not have much fun hunting this guy on occasion. But I love this black cougar, this black panther.
Easy, girl.
He's probably one of my favorite legendaries in this game. I like the legendary panther as well that you hunt down around just outside of Shady Bell, really. But that one you only unlock once you've gone through all of the Master Hunter challenges. It's challenge 10. So you can hunt that one as Arthur, but you definitely need to work for it, I guess. Oh, sorry, coyote. Alright. Well, we got our cougar. So let's maybe just stop here. And a camp so we can fast travel and... where do we want to head? I think we'll head all the way out to Emerald Ranch. We'll sell some stuff, we'll get our... if there's like a trinket to be made, if we have everything we need for it, we'll do that as well. And we'll also take this belt to the trapper out on Roanoke Ridge. It's been so hot lately that I've actually not been taking coffee or into work this past week. I've just had water and it's been weird, and I've ended up sort of with dual headaches. One from, you know, not doing my usual intake of caffeine because I've been drinking at least hot tea ever since I was big enough and steady enough to hold my own cup.
What the hell's the matter with you?
And I've also
Hey, get moving.
Hello
been
again.
having headaches
Go on, have yourself a quick nosy.
from
It's worth
the
buying.
storms that
I'll
have been
buy.
coming through, because they have been absolutely miserable. Oh, what, we're just gonna sell them like this. Damn.
Now, where did you get this, I wonder?
And I looted it off a corpse. A corpse that I made. Would
Come
you like
across
to
a
see
few
my
of these
handiwork?
myself. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's been a long time
People
since
lose these
we've
all the time.
visited Seamus, hasn't it? And that should be it. That's the Native American ring, regular pocket watch, emerald. Yeah, certain things I don't want to.
After a little tchotchke, are we?
Cougar fang trinket. Yes, please.
Can do.
Oh, and we can do the pronghorn because we haven't been here since then. Oh, and we can do the
Okay, that should work.
doors. I was wondering why you can also, if you don't do the
How can I help you?
Think you knew if you're real helpful, thank you.
if you don't do all of the satchels with Pearson, you can buy satchels from Seamus. Alright, so permanently increases player stamina experience bonus by 10%. Alright, rarely use it, but okay. Wrong one. Pronghorn stops animals on horseback from spoiling, which is nice in the desert, but it's never really been much of an issue. What was the other one we just bought? Bison? Wolf? That's the lion's paw. Is it on the next page? Ta-da? Nope. Yeah, there it is. That should be from the white bison, though. Unless it was just that I didn't have the ingredients to craft it until then. I could have sworn we had gone up and hunted the white bison with Arthur. Because I almost always do that. That's from Rains Falls. Rains Fall. I always forget which one's plural. Okay.
Think you knew a friend of mine a few years back? A fella called Arthur?
Alright. Now let's follow the train tracks and head over to the trapper with this pelt. What's the temperature? 58. There we go. Put John in his classic jacket that we have to buy because Rockstar decided not to give John his normal clothing for some reason when you get to the epilogue, even though he gets to keep his winter jacket from the beginning of the game. And I'm not sure what I'm going to replace this series with now. Because the game that I was planning on following this series up with is now going to be replacing the Tomb Raider series. You'll hear about that if you haven't watched yesterday's video, the Friday Tomb Raider video. There is a little I don't know, feature of the channel message coming. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to set that to come out. Probably tomorrow with
So, what do you have for me?
I don't know, before or after
Right, let's see.
this episode. Or Poor Man's episode, sorry. Okay.
Nothing quite like wearing your best day's work.
Bear hunter should be good. Why? Okay, we need a perfect bison pelt. That's easy to get. Green catcher. Hey, I like that vest, so we'll definitely throw that on. And when we get back to Beecher's Hope, we will have that become our primary vest for John with the cold weather gear. Because, hell. He killed that cougar and he has a history with wolves, so I don't.
You been up to the ridge west of Annisburg? Good hunting. You meet a falconer named Jerry. Tell him I said hi.
I've been forgetting about these. Do you want a sharpshooter holster? Yeah, we'll buy it. Whether we actually keep it or not is another story. We haven't been doing any of the bandit or gambler missions. Haven't done any of the explorer because we don't want the gold in this playthrough. Although I might just, after we take care of the final gang business, I may just decide to go on a little shopping spree and treasure hunting spree. So John will no longer be a poor man at that point, so I think it would make sense for us to just go and buy the fanciest horses and whatever else.
Don't let it get to you.
Feed Geek. I mentioned it when I first named her. I don't think I've mentioned it again, though. Geek, as in what we've named this Morgan, is technically spelled wrong because I've spelled it the way, like teak wood is spelled. But she's actually named after tequila. Because my dad's horse, my dad's Morgan, Babe Morgan, was named after the Eagles song, Tequila Sunrise. But we just always called her Teak. I don't even think she ever really knew that her full name was Tequila. I liked that horse. I liked all the horses that we had, and all the horses I worked with. Although some were better than others. I think I've told the story of the one mare that we worked with, or I worked with, at the quarter horse stable. I always nicknamed her Solstice because she ran sort of hot and cold extremes. One day she would absolutely adore you and be your best friend, and the next day she would just be a stubborn, ornery pain in the butt, hated your guts horse, and there was nothing you could really do about it. And she used to try to use me as a rodeo barrel when she didn't want to come in from pasture. And she's the only horse that actually ever bit me. And the only reason she bit me was because there were wasps nesting. The horse stalls in the barn had boards on both sides of the, oh, what are they called? The uprights. 2x4s. Studs. Yeah, those. And, we didn't know about it at first, but there were gaps. Like, we knew about the gaps, but we didn't know that there were wasps nesting in between the, they were basically in the wall. And because there were gaps on the outside, and there was like just this very minor hole on the inside. They were able to get into her stall, and they would just sting her. And, you know, she had just gotten stung after I'd put her in the one day, and I went to do final water check and make sure her bucket didn't need refilled before like the evening feeding. And yeah, she bit me because she had been stung. I was not happy about it. So we finally figured out why she was being such a pain in the ass, and at that point in time, and got rid of the wasps and moved her to a different stall for a little while, because we had 10 stalls, but alright. Now, first things first,
Nice
we want
evening,
to
ain't
Abigail,
change our
can you believe this?
I'm starting to.
All ours, Abigail.
Uh-huh.
She's swaying like she's a little drunk. I don't want to talk to Jack right now. Need to figure out if he's at the... I think he's in his bedroom. John, did you just get stuck in a freaking crate? Hey. Charles and Uncle are both here.
Evening to you.
Fellers,
Evening.
it's good to have you here.
Beats getting shot in Saint Denis.
Sure does.
Sounds good, John.
Can't talk to Uncle, can only antagonize him? That ain't fair. Nashir, the voice actor who plays Charles, did a... well, did a couple of live streams this past week. Because he was doing Streamily autographs. That's Jack's room. That door is locked, but Jack is over there. That is the bathroom. I do not want to walk in on Jack in the bathroom. That does not sound smart. What the hell, Rockstar? My God. Alright, we'll just find something else to do. We were going to,
One more time, boy.
adjust our outfits. Because we're now in a custom outfit, technically. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Evelyn Miller, I guess. Seems worthwhile. Did we actually get the bison yet? I don't think we have. Maybe we'll go and see if we can
Easy now.
get the bison first and then talk to Evelyn, because that means we don't have to make an extra trip over to Tall Trees in order to go visit the trapper. I feel like this episode's just been all over the place, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, there is going to be sort of a future of the channel. Not a gameplay episode. I just sort of sit and chit-chat and talk about some stuff that's going on with the channel and
No one can stop us, eh?
what I'm planning on doing in the future. Like I said, that should be coming out tomorrow. But, yeah, I just feel sort of like I'm gonna be getting back to business and, returning to what this channel is all about. And I just feel much more relaxed now than I have for a while. And, I'm having fun. And that's the point of... You're lucky this was not deep water. If we had gone off on the other side, John would be having some problems right now. I hate the hitboxes on that bridge. I would think that Rockstar would have noticed that years ago with, you know, when they first released the game and had more people playing it, and they would have maybe patched it. But then again, I'm not sure how difficult it is to do a map patch like that, for something like minor. Alright, are we going to be able to hunt this bison this time? Because the last two times we've tried this, we've had issues with
Slow now.
too much activity in the area. But yes, we are going to be able to hunt him this time. Alright, we'll bring out the Springfield rifle. I don't think the bow is going to be enough. So, how about we do slugs? Why is that not, increasing the damage much? There we go. That will not be. Alright. Let us finally hunt
What's
the
this
Tatanka
now?
Bison. Bison, bison.
Where? Not near.
Bison, bison, bison. Literally, bison, bison, bison. Tatanka means bison, and then the scientific name of the American bison is bison, bison.
Okay. You ain't that far.
It's cool that they actually
Track's real
bothered
fresh.
to camp down the grass there, so it looks like he was laying there. Damn it. Just die already. I don't think that last shot actually hit. I think he might have just gone down wounded. Yeah, he's wounded. Sorry, big boy. But you've got a really thick skull and hide. And you're a female. Why are you female? I always thought you were male. Maybe it's the white bison that's male. I thought they were both male though, because, like, all the other, Like it's a male moose and a male buck and or white-tailed deer. Of course, it's a buck. And a bull elk. I thought all the legendaries were male, but apparently not this one. Well, there we have it. We have a big old male bison, or female bison. And I'm going over the bridge that I complained about. Alright. That's, but this way is usually a little easier on the hitboxes. It's just that the island end of that bridge just sucks, and I don't know why. Like, how can you, like, put so much effort into shaping that thing and making that cool little pathway, and then the actual hitbox is what you screw up on. Either that or it's a matter of the horse is just not good. The way they avoid hitboxes. The hitboxes on that bridge might just be a little too close together. But whatever. It will continue to be an issue, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing they're gonna do about it. Would you fucking turn? Yes, there is a bear up on the cliff. But he's not gonna jump off the cliff down on your back. If it was a cougar, maybe. But a bear? No. Bears are not known for their jumping skills.
Let's get.
Good to see you again. Okay, let's take a look at it.
Okay.
Once in a lifetime, eh?
Yes.
All made to measure.
Finally. Should be any of those. Oh, no. Stop. Ghost Bison, no. Rambler. Bronco Buster. Marauder? No, because that one we can do is Arthur.
I don't sell the stores. You want my wares? Right here's the one place to find them.
So is there nothing that is specific to this guy? Oh, yeah, here we are.
Good choice.
There, now Dreamcatcher is done. Okay.
Sure.
Alright.
Good hunting.
Now, can we go visit? Yeah, we can go visit Evelyn. It's a little concerned that, maybe because it was night we wouldn't be able to go talk to him, but it doesn't seem like it'll be an issue. Yes, it's a black bear. Get over it.
Quite the horse.
Be a good boy, Morgan. Would you go around the rocks the way I tell you to? My God. Some places he wants to go left when I want him to go right. Other places he only wants to go right when I want him to go left. William, what are you... Why are you running off the trail? William, what are you doing in Skinner Brother territory? Yes, we have pretty much destroyed them, but...
I brought you some food, Mr. Miller. What's that smell? Mr. Miller! Oh, shit. Crazy bastard.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm done, just burn me. I want to soar in the air with the eagles, not rot in the ground with the worms.
Evelyn Miller.
Okay, we will inspect the document in a bit. Just want to make sure that there is nothing. Alright. Guess we don't get to loot the place before we burn it. John, back away from the cabin. We'll let Morgan stay over there. Because, otherwise, he's just gonna spook. But I think this is a pretty good place to leave off on today's episode. Love how this place actually does collapse in on itself like that. Nice little touch in the animations. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and John and Morgan and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.